Welcome to the dove field. We have got millet and we have got a lot of it. 2 acres of Dove Proso and brown top millet. But this video, it's all about millet. 50-50 blend of Dove Proso and brown top millet, 50 pounds of each spread across 2 acres. We've got 2 acres of a blended millet field out here, exactly 42 days after planting, and well, we've got seed. And we've got a lot of it. Some plants are much taller than others, depending on probably the fertilizing rates, low areas. We have had a tremendous amount of rain since planting. I think close to 10, 12 inches of rain since planting this millet 42 days ago. 7 days ago, we came in here and sprayed out horse nettle, Carolina horse nettle with 2,4-D at 1/2 ounce to the gallon, and well, we got really good results. I actually don't see any horse nettle coming up and above this millet anymore. It used to be full of it out here. You can tell the plant's yellowing out, very stressed out. I'm very pleased to report 1/2 ounce to the gallon, 2,4-D, the LV400 has worked. And this area over here wasn't particularly wet and muddy. If you watch the mudding in video where we actually planted the millet, we just broadcasted out here into all this mud. Well, the muddier and wetter, the better off the millet's doing. And this is predominantly brown top millet right here you're looking at. The Dove Proso, I don't think has gone to seed yet. I don't see any Dove Proso. The darker, richer green, I'm pretty sure that's our Dove Proso. It has not seeded out yet, but the brown top millet is seeding out 42 days after planting. This is the field where we had standing wheat and fall food plot crop that we let go to full maturity, and we just broadcasted the millet down into the thatch. We didn't mow it, till it, disc it, nothing. We simply broadcasted the millet down into the thatch, and you can see we've got the same results over here. We've got a lot of millet coming up with a lot of seed. But because we did no-till, we had a even worse horse nettle problem. But I am pleased to report that even though this horse nettle was much taller and more mature, we still seem to have got a really good kill on it. It's really starting to yellow out and wilt. Even the more mature plants are really starting to wilt 7 days after spraying the 2,4-D, the LV400, and the millet does not appear to be phased by it whatsoever. So post-spraying 2,4-D in your millet field, very effective way to start getting some control of the Carolina horse nettle. And this field looked kind of nasty. You got the dog fennel coming up. We've still got a lot of horse nettle still decaying. But my hope is, as the horse nettle and the dog fennel continues to decay, the millet will keep flushing up and it'll clean up this field a little bit. Dog fennel responding very well to the 2,4-D, especially for being that mature of a plant. Getting some really good wilting, some die-off 7 days after spraying 2,4-D. The dog fennel is not happy about it. Side-by-side comparison to tillage versus broadcasting and no tillage, I would say the growth stage is just about the same. There's not a noticeable difference. When you take the average of the tilled area versus the average of the no-till, I will say though, the weeds are significantly worse in the no-till, and I have to think that's because the tiller didn't actually get in there and destroy the root systems and rhizomes of some of those weeds. So yes, it was much easier to broadcast the millet in there and walk away, but now we're having to deal with the weed problem on the back end. But the end game here is to grow it all to maturity where it dries out enough where we actually come in here and set fire to it and we'll burn off this entire 2-acre field. We've done it a couple years in a row. The most we've ever burned is that backfield, 1.2 acres. So setting this 2 acres on fire is going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you hit subscribe so you know when these videos are dropping. That way you can be around for that. That'll be about the 2nd week of August. We'll be coming in here to fire burn all this off once it's gone to maturity and is dried out. This millet was planted in 2 ways, both broadcasted into standing wheat and tilled and then broadcasted across exposed mud. Essentially, it was too muddy to actually disc it under. So it was just broadcast across the soil in both situations. And 42 days after planting, we've already got seed production out here. And I'm getting really excited because I think we're going to have us 2 acres of dove food with this millet out here. Ended up planting 100 pounds of millet total, a little bit heavy of a rate, but I had a plan where I wanted to help snuff out the grasses that we're going to try and grow. This area was previously all tall fescue for years, so that does make sense. There's a lot of seed in here that we're going to be battling. But hopefully the millet will dry out enough, then we'll come through here. I can always do a clethodim or glyphosate burn down, knock out all this grass, then we can fire burn it. Fertilize this with nitrogen and potassium. Our phosphorus levels were out here, were sky high, so no phosphorus. Came in here with like 100 pounds of nitrogen and 60 to 80 pounds of potassium per acre and really fed this millet. And you can really tell we threw the fertilizer to it. Just 42 days after planting, we got seed production. It is thick and it is lush. We've got some pretty good control of the Carolina horse nettle and broadleaf weeds that we've been battling out here. The millet does not appear to be stressed out whatsoever from that application, which is really encouraging. So go back and watch that video if you didn't. We are treating weeds in a millet field with 2,4-D herbicide. Until those next videos, as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. God bless. Take care.